Yay Media Group.
Hello, everyone. Guess what? I'm all by myself. Yo, I don't even know how to act. Because, Mr. Angelo has been with me for the last few months, and I'm doing a podcast all by myself. I decided for the month of December that we're going to be talking about getting ready for 2025. So we're going to be talking about how to let go of stuff. We're going to be talking about how to co-parent, how to love again, how to not be a party of one for the rest of your life. And so this whole month is going to be so good. It's just so encouraging and kind of going to let you give yourself permission to just live and be okay with it. So I'm so glad you're here. I sure do love y'all so much. Y'all listen, I want to thank you. This year, you have supported a new book. You have showed up at events. You have subscribed to my YouTube channel and all my podcast channels. You have showed up to prayer calls every morning. Some of y'all have joined my masterminds, my one-on-one coaching. I've literally went through a year already of masterminds, like a year. And I just can't even believe it. I can't believe that we're in December. It's just mind-boggling. So here's what I want you to do, because we got to get into it because I got so much to talk about. We're going to need you right now to subscribe wherever you're watching from. Right now we have these DMs going out. Every time you comment or do anything on Instagram, you get flooded with, go subscribe to Real Talk Kim, because I want you guys to make sure you're subscribing. Go, if you're at iHeartRadio, if you're watching on Apple, if you're watching on Spotify, Podbean, YouTube, my Real Talk Kim YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed and push that like button. And then thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. And even if you don't need what I'm talking about, there's somebody that does need what I'm talking about. And so it would be so amazing if you would share this with somebody. I see it. Y'all, when you share it, I see it. I see it, and I'm just so, so thankful. So we're going to title today's, y'all ready for this? Types of people to avoid. That's what we're going to call this podcast today. Types of people to avoid. And it's going to be so great. And so I need you to go get your RTK journal. Y'all know I just dropped a beautiful brand new Dreamers journal that is released. You can go to rtkstyle.com and get the Dreamers journal. And it's so cool because this journal, I have your homework to do every day. You know how on our morning prayer calls, do a morning prayer call Monday through Friday on all of my social pages, and it is already got your homework to do. Like every day I tell y'all, write this in your journal. Today I want you to talk about, what have you been sitting on? What dream you've been sitting on? Who do you need to let go of? Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to forgive about yourself? And so in this journal, I've given you all the assignments already. So you can go to rtkstyle.com and get the journal. I also have beanies, God's favorite, Pretty Hustler, God's Got Me, beautiful skull caps. We've got these necklaces that y'all love, all of that. And I've got 6 books that I've written, and all of those you can find on my website as well. And so again, thank you for subscribing. Go get your journals, because we're about to get into types of people to avoid. It's going to shock you probably. I'm going to really, really paint you a picture, because one thing that I've discovered at 52, can y'all believe I'm 52? Like, how am I 52 years old? I turned 52 in 2024. Like, what? I feel like I'm 20. 20. I feel so young. I'm living my best life. And I sure do miss Angelo. You know what I don't miss? I'm not missing as much you guys having to tell me, be quiet and let him talk. Because I don't gotta let nobody talk. I'm on here all by myself. So go get your journals, get your popcorn, take a break, share this with somebody you love, and I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna talk about types of people to avoid in 25. You got types of people to avoid in 24. That rhymes better, but we're gonna start detoxing now. So we're ready for 2025, and you're going to go so free, and you're going to feel so excited, and we're going to thrive in 25. Yes, that's the masterclass I'm dropping in January that you want to be a part of. So make sure you're going to realtalkkim.com and finding out all the good stuff about me. And if you're in Atlanta, I invite you to my church, Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. Y'all, I'll be right back after this break. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Y'all, listen, it is so weird that my sweet husband isn't here. Can y'all believe I'm married? Can y'all believe in 2024, man, I got married? I just feel so blessed. I feel so thankful. People are always like, why is she always talking about, cause I'm always talking about my husband because I feel so blessed. And I think one of the reasons why that God has really allowed me to be able to walk this incredible journey is because I healed. I learned how to let go of people that had let go of me. I learned how to forgive. I know preachers, pastors, therapists. I get DMs, I get emails from therapists, from people that are literally losing their minds right now. And it's always connected to people closest to them that aren't celebrating them or won't let them live. There's nothing in this world worse than getting a divorce that you didn't want. And then after you get divorced, they won't let you live. Like, what was the point? Like, why don't you just stay with me, right? But it happens. It happens. The mind is crazy. And that's where the enemy plays with us. He gets in our heads and we overthink and we overprocess. And then we get on social media and we compare our lives to other people's lives. And we can't do that. I want you to be so strategic in these next 4 weeks. I want you to be strategic. I want you to be intentional. And I want you to realize that it is okay to say no. It is okay to live a life that makes you happy. It is okay to close a door. It is okay to break off an engagement that you've already sent invites out for. It is okay to decide you don't want to do that meeting or that event. It is okay that you take care of yourself. And so it's been a great gift for me that I have literally found a safe place in myself of trusting my voice, trusting the God in me, and letting bygones be bygones, letting people fly when they need to fly. So today I want to break down types of people to avoid. And this is so good, y'all. I love this. I read this morning, and I love it. It says, if you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. The longer it takes you to get off, the more expensive the return trip will be. How many of you have lived your life in the wrong direction, in the wrong relationship, you've lived your whole life just wanting people to love you. You have been drawn to people that don't celebrate you. They treat you like the red around the bologna. Okay? They treat you like a store brand nacho sauce. They treat you like you are a pork chop instead of a sirloin. They treat you like a paper plate instead of fine china that God made you. And now we are okay living with these kind of people in our lives? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. That is not okay anymore. And you have permission at any time in your life to have a oh, hell no moment. in the spirit realm. And when you say, this is where this stops, you know, the only people you lose when you put up boundaries is people that loved the dysfunction of who you used to be. They loved the gratification that they got off of knowing they weren't the only ones broken. They loved it. So when you start putting up boundaries and you start changing, because when you want to change, you change. When you really get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you do something about it. You realize there's no one holding you down. And so who are these people that we want to avoid? Number one, we're getting off at the nearest truck stop, the nearest train station, the nearest airport, okay? Whatever dysfunction we've been holding on to, we are letting it go. So here are some of the types of people to avoid. Number one is wheelbarrow people. Yes, you heard me. This category of people are energy drainers and time wasters. Such people would always want you to do everything for them. They don't care about your good. They only care about theirs. They believe it's your problem to solve their problems. One terrible thing about wheelbarrow is that after you've labored to load it up, you will still have to labor before it moves. Wheelbarrow people are consumers of energy, time, and resources. Now, I want you to literally be writing this down in your journals. I want you to write wheelbarrow. And I want you to, who are the wheelbarrow people in my life? You know them. You can't just sit here and watch my podcast and be like, I don't know. Yeah, you do. You know when people are draining you. There are people in my life that drain me. But guess what? Guess what? They don't get direct access to me. I don't answer their emails. Do you know how you know a wheelbarrow person? You have given them so much time, so much energy. You listen to their burdens all the time, and there's always an excuse for why they can't do what you're saying. Wasting your time. It's like going to a ATM and trying to withdraw money without an ATM card. It is like they are constantly draining and never inputting. Now, I want you to write those people down. Who's draining you? Maybe it's your mom. You know, if it's your mom, you just don't spend all day talking to her, right? You need to put some boundaries there. You wear me out, mama. Like, you know what? Let me tell you something. When my Mimi was still grieving my father, which we were all grieving my father when he died, there came a point where I finally looked at Mimi and I was like, Mimi, you need to finish that book you're writing because it's making you sappy, and you need to live. You need to live. It's time to get up. It's time to move. You need to sell your house. You need to move out of the home that reminds you of my father. And you need to move downtown and start a whole new life. Guess what she did? That. Did she do it right away? No. But she knew that I got to do something different. Now she's living her best life. So think of the wheelbarrow people, and you need to decide where they fit in your life. They cannot have direct access to you. All right? Here's number two. Now, sometimes you have to because maybe you're a caregiver or something like that, but then you have to realize that it's just a season, not a sentence. So the second group of people is mosquito people, okay? Mosquito people. This set of people are only interested in sucking goodies out of your life and injecting poison in replacement. They are benefit seekers, but will never add value to others. Mosquito people have nothing good to offer, but always want to derive goodness from others. Here is one terrible thing about mosquitoes. They only sing around you whenever they want to suck your blood and give you malaria. Mosquito people only sing your praises when they have something to benefit. Mosquito people only sing your praises when they have something to benefit from you, while they backbite and backstab you thereafter. Honey. I think we've all got some mosquito people in our lives. Those people, I was telling my assistant the other day, in any group that I ever have, which I have inner circle, masterminds, I've had trailblazers, I've got master classes, there's always going to be a mosquito. Always. Somebody that gets in there that's never been seen, never been heard, and then all of a sudden they get a little taste of your world, and then they start rising up and pitting people against you, but to your face. They are so nice. They're singing your praises, but behind closed doors, they're sneaky, and you know who they are. You know what I do when that happens? Because it just happens. It's just going to happen. There's mosquitoes in all of our lives. You take away their direct access. That's what you do. You ain't got to make a statement. You ain't got to talk about them. You ain't got to go put a statement out on social media, but you know who they are. You know who the wheelbarrow people are. You know who the mosquito people are. And it's your place to protect your heart. Proverbs 3 says to guard your heart because out of it flows the issues of life. Okay? Stop giving them direct access. You cannot change a mosquito unless they see it to change it. Most of the time they don't. The third people you need to avoid, scaffolding people. Scaffolding people. This category of people are glory seekers and takers. Just because they have helped you at one time or another, they would want to be God over your life. They want to always control you and dictate the directions of your life. They won't want you to be free and shine on your own, but to always be under them and need them. One thing about scaffolding is that it's useful, but its usefulness is for short-term purpose. It is dangerous to be kept for permanent purpose. Note, you must know when the relevances of scaffolding people have started constituting nuisance to your personal development and progress. And at such a time, all you must do is to discard them without delay. If not, your star will never shine. There are some people in your life that you have been dragging through your life because you feel like you owe them something, because they took you and your kids in when you were walking through a divorce, and now you've gotten your bearings. Now God's brought you a great spouse in your life. You're living your best life, and they're giving you the guilt treatment because you are not making them star of your life. You know how many scaffolding people that I encounter in my businesses, ministry, that come in singing my praises, that have direct access to my house, that literally ended up really starting their own life, just like mine, right there. Scaffolding. It wouldn't mean they were bad people. It just means that once they started to fly, I needed to cut their wings. It's like a mama bird. She knows when you need to be, right? You don't need, can you imagine in this church if Manson comes to me and says, I want to change a bulb in the top of the ceiling for media purposes. And so he goes and rents this scaffolding because you can't do it without scaffolding. And then he just leaves it up for Sunday service, right? The work was done. So those people that God brings into your life to help you get to places, you don't owe them anything. They were there for those seasons. And you can't allow yourself to feel like you owe them for the rest of your life because they helped you in a dark season, right? And if they make you feel guilty for it, that is manipulation, right? They didn't just do for you. You also did for them. So watch out for the scaffolding people. Then the fourth set of people are crocodile people. Crocodile people. This category of people are nothing but pretenders. They don't have good reasons or godly intentions for getting closer to you. They only get close to know your secrets and will possibly use whatever personal information they know about you against you at any slightest disagreement. Crocodile people are not pretenders. They are liars, backstabbers, gossipers, and twaddlers. Note, crocodile people would pretend to gain your empathy and make you vulnerable to their attack thereafter. I will never forget. In one of my marriages, let's just talk about it. We were on a trip to Dominican Republic. This was in the beginning. And I had no business being married to this person. Let's just be honest. Like, I was broken when I met him. I was still living at my mother and father's. I had never, ever thought God was going to use me in ministry. I was working at Bloomingdale's. He was older, and I honest to God thought this man was going to be like a dad. Like, I thought he's gonna just take care of me and my sons. He's going to be stable. Oh my God. And after I married him, every single thing I thought, he was none of it. Okay? None of it. Had to sell every single thing he owned just to get to Atlanta. Are you kidding me? And then I'll never forget our very first trip. And he videoed me. And every single time, of course, we were drinking. Of course, I was a partier. Of course, the party showed up when I showed up. I wasn't in ministry. I was still at Bloomingdale's. You were drinking with me. But as soon as ministry took off, this crocodile, spirited person, every single time that he didn't get his way, he would say, I got video. I'm going to show it. Do you know what he did? He would show it. He would send it to people. Something that happened 5 years previously, right? He was a crocodile. But you know what? I would have stayed with that crocodile simply for the reasons of ministry. You know, I can't get divorced again. I made a bad choice. But you know what God saw fit? His crocodile character cannot keep up with your purpose, so I have to let his character be exposed, and he did. There are crocodiles in your life that God is exposing, and you're pretending he's not. They've already showed you their true colors. They're liars, they're pretenders, they're gossipers. They give you indigestion. You're going to therapists trying to figure out how to work with them. You're never going to be able to work with them because they're crocodile fakers, gossipers. You know them. It's time to just move them out of your life. Pay attention in these next 4 weeks. Pay attention to the people that agitate your spirit, okay? Then there's chameleon people. Chameleon people. This set of people, I need to move my mic up because I'm wanting to be very dramatic with my hands and I'm kicking it because this is preaching material. Chameleon people, this set of people are envious, full of jealousy. They're always in unhealthy competition with you. They pretend as if they are going to the same direction with you, but only to silent monitor your life progress with evil and negative intentions. They're envious of your success, and as a result, enter into competitive jealousy with you. Chameleon people are friends that will neither support you or celebrate your progress, but will always amplify your downfall and mistakes. You know them. Baby cakes, you know them. Stop lying to yourself. You know them. It is like a strobe light is on them. Here's a note. A jealous and envious friend can go any length to sabotage your efforts, frustrate your plans, and destroy your dreams. You know them. Stop faking it. Stop faking it. You know them. You can't change them. They're jealous of you. Here's the ironic part. You cannot help that you're all that. You can't help it. You cannot help that when you walk into a room, everybody loves you. Do you know what these people, these chameleon people, do you know what they do? A lot of times they fall in love with you because of your sauce, because you're a joy giver. And then they try to change it. Every day they tell you, you're too loud. You're too much. You're too... They break down the very thing that they fell in love with or the very reason why they wanted to be your BFF. Pay attention. Oh, I know it's going to hurt. I know this is tight, but it's right. Pay attention. Here's another one. Y'all going to be so thankful. So thankful I gave you these. Then there's the naysayer people. Write in your journal. The naysayer people. This set of people are dream killers. They won't appreciate your dreams. And that laugh. That laugh even sounded like, ha 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 ha. It's just like, the light is on. The light's on. Like, I'm on to you. Like, I'm okay without you. Like, I gotta fly. It doesn't matter if you're 88, 78, 68. Some of y'all have had some of these people in your life and you didn't even know it, that were stealing your thunder, just joy draining you. And the greatest gift ever is when you realize, I don't hate you. I just can't be with you. I can't do lunch with you anymore. I can't do coffee with you. I can't take your phone calls anymore. Well, you just think you're better than us. No, I just outgrew you. That's all. Still love you, but I outgrew you. All right, so the naysayer people, this set of people, are dream killers. They won't appreciate your dreams, and they will never support your dreams. They will tell you 1,001 reasons why your dream is impossible. They won't see your efforts, but will always capitalize on your failed attempts. They will always see your cup half empty and not half full. When you are working on solutions, they would be busy creating more problems for you. They are passion killers and hope drainers. Naysayer people don't have dreams, so they will neither appreciate your dreams nor support them. I think you need a break. I think I need to let you get up and shake a little bit, because I know this has been a lot. Baby, this naysayer people, I got two more. Another one just dropped in my spirit. We really just had one more, but I have two more. And when you come back, I'm going to give them to you, because you know what the Bible says? The Bible says that once you know better, you do better. And I think sometimes these naysayer people, these crocodile people, these scaffolding people, these mosquito people, these wheelbarrow people have literally broke our self-esteem down in such a way because they couldn't handle how awesome you are. The greatest gift is true healing. When you let them go, let it go from your heart as well. Stop taking things personal. It's not personal, it's spiritual. So I'm going to let you have a potty break. Go get you some water. Some of y'all need to stand in front of a fan, because I know this is tight, but it's right. And I'll see you right back after this commercial. Hello, everybody. This has been such a good podcast. You know, I miss my baby being on here with me, but I really felt like we needed to do some heart surgery. And he was busy today working, making that paper. And so I was like, I can do this. And I think this is going to be some incredible podcast, because I'm going to get all up in your business. We've got two more groups of people that we need to talk about, okay? Basically, I'm giving you permission to let go of some people, okay? I'm giving you permission to stop going back to the trash and pulling out your trash and just saying bye-bye, letting it go, all right? Pay your trash bill and let them take it off. Another set of people that you need to avoid are garbage people. Yep, garbage pusher people. This is probably the worst of them all, because this category of people, they don't have anything good to offer. Not one doggone thing do they have good to offer in your life. Their lives are full of debris, full of dirtiness, full of trash. They are carriers of bad and negative vibes. Yeah, they are carriers of discouraging and demoralizing information. Anytime they surface, it means they have something negative to talk about. They are peddlers of unfortunate events and negative development. Here's a note for you. Garbage pusher people are always the first set of people to tweet, post, and broadcast ungodly, unfortunate, unprofitable, and heartbreaking information. You know them on your list, as I also have them on mine too. It's the people that when someone in your family dies, they don't even wait until the family's known, because they can't wait to let people know. I can't stand garbage pusher people. The way I handle garbage pusher people is you just don't even have access to me. Like, it's the way a lot of people make a lot of money because they have nothing but gossip, especially in the church world. I mean, I'm sure the secular world has it as well. But because I'm a part of this church world, the first to kill their wounded, the first to literally tell information that they would never want told about themselves. You know what I do in my life? I always say, is this information coming out of my mouth going to help someone else? Or is it just gossip? Yo, I, honest to God, will do this when people try to bring garbage to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what they say about me. In fact, go listen to it again because they told you, not me. This is how you have to live with garbage pushers. All right. And here's the last one that I got on my own. Flea people. Flea people. Okay, so if I walk into a house infested with fleas and Angelo walks into a house with infested fleas, Angelo will not get one flea bite, but I will get a gazillion flea bites. I'll be like, gosh, babe, are you itching? No, I'm not itching. I will have bumps from the fleas. Why? Because I'm empathetic. And Angelo, he is no tolerant. That man, he's very protective of me. He's protective of his space. He's protective. So my blood is pastoring, coaching, building bosses, building billionaires and millionaires. I want everybody to win. So I catch fleas. Yes, be aware of them. Because at some point, you got to realize there's a difference in what would Jesus do, and you're wasting my time because you're a wheelbarrow person. You are a crocodile pusher person. You are a trash pusher. You are, oh my gosh, you are a garbage pusher. You're a naysayer person. You're a chameleon person. You're a crocodile person. You're a scaffolding person. You are a mosquito person. You are a wheelbarrow person. And I'm not going to allow you to keep sucking blood from me. So at some point, you got to draw that boundary. So you be careful, flea people that are always there. They always show back up. You already know how they acted. You already know what they did. And just because you healed and you forgave doesn't mean they're not still toxic. So make sure that you're learning how to put on some Avon. Do y'all know that the Avon Skin So Soft, or is it Mary Kay? Skin So Soft will repel mosquitoes away. And so will vanilla extract. Put some on. Yeah. So these people will get out of your life. And here's how we're going to end it. It is your responsibility to examine your life to really understand what categories of people you are surrounded with. Your life can only move in a right direction the moment you associate with positive people and disconnect from negative people. So this is what your homework is. In your journal, ask yourself, write every single one of these down. Go listen to it again. And realize that it's okay to put up boundaries. Kiss my boundaries. And kiss my past. In this new season, it's okay to advocate against something that you used to have an issue with. Maybe you're one of these people that I talked about today. Do you know you can change? Do you know you can change? Do you know you serve a God that can change? He changed me. God changed me. God changed me from you can't tell me nothing, couldn't submit to nothing, couldn't tell me nothing, to now a pastor. I'm a great pastor. I'm a great coach. I'm a great mentor. I'm a great friend. I'm a great daughter. I'm a great mother. I'm a great wife. Was I always those things? Heck no. I've probably been all these things. But because I looked in that mirror, God changed me. And when God changes you, he takes away all of the evidence. God doesn't check your record to see if he wants to use you. He wants to use you. He's just waiting on you to do some cleanup and to get rid of some of these people. You connected with them because you connect with what you are, not what you want. So do an inventory. I love you so much. Y'all make sure you're sharing this. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for talking about my Real Talk Kim podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for downloading it. Thank you for subscribing to it. Y'all, thank you for being part of my community. Thank you for the support. I love you so much. And guess what? We're going to grow so big, so much this month together that come January, we're going to fly. We're going to dream. And we're going to conquer and take back every single thing the enemy has stolen, even our stupid mistakes. He's going to give us back time. So I love you so much. Make sure you go to realtalkkim.com. That's my website. Go shopping in my store, rtkstyle.com, or become a part of my inner circle, RTK Inner Circle, which is innercircle.realtalkkim.com. Or come to my church that I pastor right here in Atlanta, Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. Guess what? This is going to be an unbelievable month for you. I feel it. I love you. I'll see you next week.